Messi, 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 Messi. Hey, yo, what are they saying? No. No, no, no. Now, we have some news here. We have some unfortunate news, really. It's the types of topics I don't really like to touch on per se. Good old racism. Yeah, we're going to touch on it. Enzo, player of Chelsea, is the main culprit, but really it's actually the whole entire Argentine team that is in the crosshairs today. And all right, now it's the beautiful game we all love. Unfortunately, racism is strong in it, and it has to do with countries, races, all types of stuff, politics. And there's the situation that went on this past weekend after Argentina won the Copa America. But you got to keep that in mind. They won the Copa America, okay? You'll see later on. Let's just get into the story. So here's the chant without me interrupting. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks fun. Yeah, they're all having a good time. If you were someone who missed the translation or you did not catch the translation, here it is. Listen, spread the word. They play in France, but they are all from Angola. They are going to run well. They like to sleep with trans people. Their mom is Nigerian. Their dad is Cameroonian. But on the passport, it says French. This is tough to see. Especially, I'm like a fan. I like some of the players on the Argentine team. So to see them chanting racist remarks about African people is a tough one to watch. And what blows my mind is Lionel Messi. Sure, like, he is not on camera. The main culprit in this instant and where all the pressure resides is Enzo, which he did apologize, and I'll read that actually. So he says, "I want to apologize sincerely for a video posted on my Instagram channel." Yeah, this actually was an Instagram live, so that's even crazier. During the national team celebrations. He goes on to say the song includes highly offensive language, and there is absolutely no excuse for these words. I stand against discrimination in all forms, and I apologize for getting caught up in the euphoria of our Copa America celebrations. That video, that moment, those words do not reflect my beliefs or my character. I'm truly sorry. That's probably not a true apology, only because you stand up against discrimination, yet the whole entire national team, you're live streaming this. Okay, it's like, all in all, you keep this on your phone and somehow it gets leaked, but you're live streaming this. Whole team is chanting this. Do you know what that means? That means, like, it's not like one of them started singing, hey, 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 and then they all just like were piecing in the words. This has been a song. Not only did they not even play France, they played Colombia. And the song's from 2022 when they won the World Cup against France. So this has been a song they've been singing for years at this point, where most of them know the words. Now, we don't know any other players, so we can't accuse any other players, but you're under a rock if you're not considering that Messi possibly could have been in this bus. Now, we're not sure. Maybe they were headed to the airport because, he plays already in Miami, so maybe he didn't need to be on the bus. But they're all celebrating from what it seems like. And for one of the best players in the world, and honestly one of my favorite players to watch. Like, when Messi plays, I'm most likely trying to watch. Now, since he's gone to Inter Miami, it's a different story. But Anytime before this, Messi was one of my favorite players to watch. So if it is the case that one of the best players to ever play the game is I don't know, maybe racist or thinks this way, it is not a good look. And he hasn't said anything, and I don't know what you think about when people go silent. No apology yet. So, and I'm not sitting here saying I want an apology, but something should be said, I feel, from the captain of this team, who probably knows these words too. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Let's all be honest, right? Also, there's some players on Chelsea's team, Chelsea Football Club, who are French players and could have been who they were singing about. You know what I mean? So, yeah, even Wesley Fofana had this to say, which he plays for the French national team. Commented, "Football in 2024, uninhibited racism." And man, that's tough. I don't know how it's going to go with the Chelsea team. Again, I'm a Manchester United supporter, so really doesn't matter. But I bet there's going to be some turmoil there, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Even Chelsea Football Club had this to say. We are proud to be a diverse, inclusive club where people from all cultures, communities, and identities feel welcome. We acknowledge and appreciate our players' public apology and will use this opportunity to educate. The club has anticipated an internal disciplinary procedure. Even the French national team had this to say. The FFF, faced with the seriousness of these shocking remarks, which are contrary to the values of sport and human rights, the president of the FFF decided to directly appeal to his Argentinian counterpart in FIFA and file a legal complaint for racially offensive and discriminatory remarks. Will they do something? Do they do something? Say no to racism. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to play the victim as, someone of a particular tone. What I'm trying to say is that, there shouldn't be, this type of buffoonery, this type of bullying in a sense. And maybe it's just all fun and games. Maybe the French team has a nice little Argentinian song that they sing or have sung in the years past. Or I'm sure there's some beef that, of course, me as an American, I really can't see the context. One, I don't know other languages, unfortunately. So I'm not going to get that deep context that you're going to get when you're there or around these people more often. But to see it from the outside really sucks and is not something you want to see. Now, I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that Messi should say something? Do you feel that Enzo actually is not, what it seems like he might be? And then same with Argentinian players. Is this something that is a one-time thing, or do you think that this is probably for every team? They probably have a group of, or they have a nationality that they don't like, or a country that they don't like, and they have these types of chants. Don't get me wrong. Racism exists in all lights. Doesn't matter the color you are, white, black, Asian, brown, Chinese, Hispanic, Indian. There's racism everywhere, right? There's someone that discriminates all types. So that is kind of the world we live in, which sucks, but it does not and shouldn't be broadcasted from a national team on a live stream. Definitely got to keep that underground. And in a way, I'm kind of happy that this came to light, because you see sometimes the way players treat each other, and it doesn't seem, and sometimes it seems more than a sport, the way that they're playing with such disgust sometimes. And it's really hard for me to explain. What are your thoughts? It's tough news because this is going to overshadow a pretty crappy Copa America in general. I also found some tweets that were kind of interesting to me, so here they are. Aaron says, "Do not get it twisted. Footballers are not dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. So when Argentina players are singing these racist chants after winning a trophy, believe them. This is who they are. This is in their bones. Do not accept any of their apologies afterwards." Yeah, I mean, that's what's tough about this. The chant, for them to all be singing the words like that isn't something that they just learned. It's something they all know, right? And have memorized from singing it over and over and over and over and over. Here's another tweet. Celine says, or Celine, she says, I don't know why y'all are so surprised by that video of the Argentinian players. Argentina is one of the most racist countries in the world, a country that systemically erased its black population till there was not a single left. I mean, probably not a single one left, but the population of blacks or Africans in Argentina is pretty low. Doesn't mean they're all racist. Not saying that at all. Because like I said, everybody has, slight beef with the other type. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's not. I don't even think it's beef. It's just we all have our cultural ways, and then some pick at that, and it kind of can really be funny. I'm not here to say everyone's a racist or anything like that. It's just these are some interesting comments I'm seeing from the perspective of an American who's out of touch, as you would say, since I'm not traveling to all these countries all the time. Yet. Though, damn, I don't really know if I'd go to Argentina anymore. I know there's some countries I wouldn't go to. I'm not going to say those, but man. Now on to some lighter news. As a Manchester United fan, sorry if you're not one. We've got some signings in the other day, and there's some strong players from what it seems. We got Liniora, young, upcoming talent, and a lot of teams wanted him. PSG wanted him. I think Liverpool wanted him. Real Madrid wanted him. Didn't seem like he was going to get a lot of playing time at Real Madrid, so he chose Manchester United because he'll start here, or he at least has an opportunity here, hopefully, given what Ten Hag will do. But that doesn't matter. Scratch out Ten Hag right now. We're talking about the signings. This is good to see. And Xerxes, this is good to see when Manchester United is moving like this early in the market. You love to see it. Hasn't really happened like this in the past few years, or the players we got were not worth a single penny of what we paid for them. But that's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, good news if you're a Manchester United supporter. This is positive information. Yeah, lost the first preseason game. No big deal, right? No big deal. Preseason is preseason. Hopefully we get all our players in, get locked in, and hopefully Lissandro, wasn't in the video or singing the chants, or that doesn't come up and doesn't get into the team and mess up with some of the players. But yeah, good to see Manchester United moving like this. What are your thoughts? Do you think the players that we signed were good, or do you think that we're overpaying? I mean, of course, we'll never know until the end, but looks like we're moving really well, and it seems like we will still sign a few more players because we definitely have the time and the capital. But that's going to be it. This is Football Focus. We talk about sports analysis, anything soccer, anything football. I say the two because America, we don't really say football like that. But you know what I'm talking about. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think about the Argentina chance? Does this make you not like them as much? Do you want Messi to say something or speak up? What are your thoughts? Leave them down below. If you like this type of content, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.
Escuche, corra la ola, juegan en Francia pero son todos de Angola. Qué lindo es, van a correr, son cometraba como el puto de Mbappé. Su vieja es nigeriana, su viejo camerún. Bueno. En el documento. Bueno. Nacionalidad francesa. Chao, listo, no. Censurada.